Hi, Mark here. It's Thursday, January the 8th, 8:20 a.m. Eastern, 1:20 p.m. GMT. US session now underway. Let's have a look how the market's shaping up. US dollar index certainly started on the front foot, was a small green candlestick just a little while ago. I've got support at 98.42 and resistance at 98.56, matching the resistance from 3 days ago. Now, when we have a look, you're seeing a doji candlestick showing some indecision. And if I zoom in on the hourly, there you can see that, yes, a strong start to the US dollar index, but it has come down and seems to be continuing coming down going now that the US session is underway, and sellers may well be looking at this 98.42 sitting in the middle of the range for now. It's why we see the doji candlestick. If buyers do step in again, 98.56 on the upside will be the target. And if we see dollar weakness and the reversal of the uptrend that we've seen, or at least a retracement, sellers will be looking down at this support level. Let's have a look at the S&P. Just over an hour and a half until Wall Street opens up. So we're looking at the futures market for now. There you can see in the futures market, the sell-off from yesterday did continue. I've got resistance at 6,969, but support was set at 6,935. You see the wick left behind, and that means buyers did step in. If I go to the hourly, we'll see that. There you can see after setting support, buyers have stepped in the futures market and looking up at the 6,969 resistance level. We'll see once Wall Street opens up if the fight back can be maintained, if buyers do get back up to the testing that 7,000 level, or if sellers continue what we saw yesterday. Just over an hour until Wall Street gets started. Let's have a look at gold. The sell-off from yesterday did continue today. You can see that. I've got resistance at 4,465. There was a small gap up to start today. And I've got support down at 4,405. So that 4,400 support has held strong. Bit of a wick we can see here. Let's see when buyers stepped in. And there you can see it just in the last couple of hours after coming down and getting close to that 4,400. Buyers have stepped in. Buyers looking up at the resistance level, perhaps higher, and recouping yesterday's losses. But for now, still a red candlestick. Quite a way to go still for buyers to get back above this resistance. We'll see how that plays out with now that the US session is underway, and possibly gold take its lead from the US dollar. Yesterday, we saw US dollar strength. We saw gold giving up those gains. We'll see if the inverse relationship plays out again today. Let's have a look at Brent oil. Certainly fighting back again. A little bit of a fight back yesterday, continuing that today. I've got my support that little bit higher than yesterday. My support now at 59.95, just under that $60 level. And I've got resistance at 60.96, around roughly a $1 range. Buyers looking to test the 60.96, get back to the $61 or over, and at the same time, test this descending trend line, which has been in effect for the past 6 months. So see if buyers can continue what they've started today, get back above here, and look up at that $62 level, even on the upside, or if sellers do step in and look back down to retest that $60 on the downside. Bitcoin continuing what we saw yesterday, a sell-off. For 3 days, the range was pretty much between 91 and 94,000. Yesterday came to the bottom of that range, continuing today. I've got resistance at 91,600 and already support at 89,400. So we'll see whether sellers continue this. If sellers maintain below the 90,000, maybe get back to that comfort level around the 88,000, where it sat for the last part of last year, the late part of December. Will sellers continue and push lower, or buyers bounce up off these levels, off the support area now just below the 90,000, and look back up to the resistance or higher? Good trading, keep that discipline, and I will see you at the end of day session.